So today we are gonna pushing further. Instead of general raw, we also like general low poly raw, and but also export to OBJ file in the current folder. And also more important, I also like bend the material from high poly to low poly. So let's just do that. First of all, I need to create a queue. Then I need to find my library. I have find some really cool raw material, and this one I apply. Let's see, I'm loading this kind of material. So then we need to Control S and save the file. So I probably will put in my folder in my portfolio environment, and raw or record raw and quality. And save it. Now then we go to the scripting, and then I simply just copy the file. Then later I will explain to you. Let's new a screen and Control S, and let's just quit run it. And it's gonna take a second, and if somehow if your computer even will be crashed somehow. Yeah, we just generate this kind of two kind of job. First of all is high poly, second is low poly. And if we in the real rendering, since this kind of material is pretty good, and then yeah, and now we can open our folder. In my folder I have like Blender file, and then have like report to a low poly, and also a texture or ambient occlusion and diffuse color and normal matte and also runes. And then we just open our Unreal Engine, and in the asset folder I create this my current one. Let's create the underscore record, and then we just open our folder and simple drag the OBJ file, and we search material, and we don't want to import any material. We will create by our own and import it. Now we have this kind of draw, and it only like 200 triangle. You can push more further to let it like less 100. It can be done really easily. And then we also need to create a material and sign it. Let's call it N raw, and also create a material insert NI raw. And then we simply import our texture, and four of them, let's just draw in the Unreal Engine and simply import it. And then we click those texture, and then we draw to the material. This one. Let's see. Let's undo that. And material. Yeah, this one is good. Cool. Just close it and quit and try it to this material. And we simply find out this is ambient occlusion. We just simply put in ambient occlusion, put RGB channel to ambient occlusion, and this is diffuse color, put in base color, and this is roughness. We just put in roughness, and the normal finally is normal. And say, and now we can simply open it, and we click the material insert and open this raw and click on this to using the material. And since it doesn't working, or I didn't, I simply just draw it, apply it, and then let's see how it got. So what do you think? Let's get a little bit bigger. Yeah, kind of this raw and working. And we can like using some previous analogy I've been create. I think it's in and we can create a like raw align again, and one mouse kiss one key and bring a value again -1. Plug in this band base and S key plus and then mouse button create a parameter and call it band chain. Then hold this in and then we L key, let mouse L key press and then mouse button key create a linear interpolate and 4 key and then mouse button click bring a RGB color. You get a default value, maybe a greenish, a little bit desaturated, and plug in B and alpha plug in A and diffuse color plug in A and compile. I see there's some error code. It's need 3 key, and then we using same generally a greenish color and say, and then we can like to increase this. Let me see. Open my material instance and increasing the value. Let's just try it. See in the editor and increasing it. Yeah, that's you got. And yeah, that's what we got. And we can simply just run it and regenerate. And let's expand the code a little further. Yes, last video we just created this raw and using screen, using some texture and some modifier. Then we want, let's make it bigger. And then we want after we apply modifier, then we want to get the material. I using this material. You can change it whatever you want, but first you need to load your material. Otherwise, it did not you find it, and then you apply this material in this raw. Then also, and after you do so, you need to create a low polish. So you duplicate your high polish raw, duplicate and apply the material and also yeah, this one is the low poly. We duplicate the high poly raw. Then we want to disseminate the low poly. If we push less, and we will got less poly. And we also want to apply all the modifier. Then we start to bend the material, and then you can start to bend the material using high poly and low poly to create the texture and export it to your folder like so, and also bend all the material mesh and then export to the folder. And finally you're gonna export the obj file. So basically just find in current folder and export using the API to export it and to find the quickly apply to find and export the setting, and that's it. So if you want to create those kind of raw, you probably will need to not like this kind of, they have like a dark area all around this. You more like white to have like a little bit, a little and a little more like this kind of shade, and not this have a so bigger area than all black, because they're not gonna hurt the normal Mac. They're not you, and they will not really feel good. But because this is more like a small, I scan to not this small also in the wall, not this green Z bars. And yeah, and that's it. That's today's video. And I also am considering to create a series of video and to making a whole game by myself. From now on, I'm currently just in the testing phase, and where I can integrate this kind of and highlight this and look. And this tester is total by my hand drawing in the using mouse to draw it. It feels a little bit ridiculous or hilarious. And if you like the video, maybe we'll continue to working on it and to record it. And yes, that's today.